G'day and welcome to Down the Shed with Byron and the big fella.
And today we're giving Grandpa's VX Calais a bit of love.
Yep. Ran down to Pedders yesterday and those guys helped us out straight away. Ended up getting all the front struts sorted out again. We've got some sway bar links, so these should be the right ones that we need for the VX. Just get out of the box. They're the ball joint style with the bush. So that's the only difference really. End up getting new ball joints fitted in the lower control arms. Struts, we end up getting brand new struts. Bloody legends. So today's mission is to get the front suspension back into the VX, and we'll do the brakes on one side because I want to make a video on how to replace the brakes on your front of replace the brakes on the front of your Commodore. So we'll leave one side for that, but otherwise the big fella and I are going to get stuck into it. Now if you've seen on part 6 where I was stuffing around with the central locking, I've pulled that lock assembly out and it looks like the actual actuator may have been faulty there. I'll show you now. So here we have it, the actual assembly for the passenger side. So I was stuffing around with it and removed the actuator, and I can get this all to move freely. Otherwise, I'll put a little finger what I think's worn out. Now I had a quick look on the old eBay, and you can buy one of these assemblies for 200 bucks, or you can buy that as actuator. But yeah, I'll leave that job for now. Here mate, here, put them on. Now undo it. Or should you have cracked it first?
Probably cracked it.
Pull that arm out.
Yeah, we'll put it up.
No, pull. Go.
It's
more passion. More passion. Come on, more energy. Wriggle it. Just a little bit. Oh, nearly took out your ball bag, mate. All right, that's it. You just got to pull that sway bar link off. Was that pretty quick? And you know what? After all that effort, I should have brought some stuff for the steering arms, eh? All right.
what size is this?
That'll probably be 14mm or 9/16. That ratchet spanner I had there before.
Good work, big fella. Give us a dirty thumbs up, mate.
Yeah, boy. Well, that's all apart. You got another side to do, mate. You got to get into that. But first, we're going down to watch me cousin play his grand final in footy. Good on you, cuz. We'll be at the back lines there watching you. You better do your cousin proud. And then we'll be back into it. Well, we're back. And I don't know if that was the best idea. Head down the grand final and plan to come back and work on a car. But good on you, cuz, for winning the grand final. We got back that night and we stripped the left-hand side. So all the left-hand side's stripped out. Pretty much just need to fit all the other bits and pieces. But the big fella, he said, Dad, wait for me to get home from school. So what I'd like to do, you got to continue. So I'm going to tidy up now. But I also got the central locking working. I replaced all those actuators that were stuffed. Now, with those actuators, I'll just set you up there. Right. So I took all 3 of them out, the passenger side rear and the driver's side. And each one of these little actuators, you can feel they're all like notchy. So I reckon it might be worth pulling one of these apart just to have a look. So that one's notchy. That one moves really, really freely, which all the other ones did as well. And then this one here was notchy as well, so it'd pull out, but then it would jam up. But now, we're here, get the keys. Right, lock, yes. Okay, we got it locked, so that's one success. The back door, did that lock? Yes. Front door, woohoo. Now we press unlock. Let's unlock that driver's side. Press it again. Oh boy, I'm bloody happy about that. That's mint. So that's one job off the list. Oops. One job off the list. Now we need to remove these front seats so I can take them down to Dan at Vision Trim. Pull this plastic section out. I think I've showed you before. It's broken in the middle, and then it's the clips that hold it down in the center here, they're completely broken and gone. So mate Adrian, he said he's got some parts that he'll be able to help us out with. So I'll just chip away, get that happening, pick the big fella up from school, and then we'll bang those front struts back in. Now what I'll start with is pulling the power windows switches out, which is already half done anyway. We'll unplug that. Then there's just underneath the, I think they call this the sunglass holder, which I happened to score from the good old wreckers. You pull that out, and there should be two screws. I'll show you down here. One there and one over here, and that'll hold this section on around the gear selector. Those removed, it pretty much comes out. So they're the clips I'm talking about, or the retaining sections that have broken off. Get that out of the way. Now we need to remove the stereo to actually get this section out, which I brought those special tools, but I think you can get away with putting a couple of straight seal picks or some small Allen keys down here, and that stereo will pop out anyway. Let's see if we can do this one-handed. Now I've got them in there. Oh bugger. Right, they come for a journey. Here we go. Let's pull the stereo out. Oh. Oh, many years of struggling trying to get them to work. Just buy a set of these. If you're only going to do the job once, though, I wouldn't worry about it. But let's get the deck out, unplug that. All right, we've got a couple of screws each side here, a couple of screws at the top here to pull out, and just behind this sort of kick panel that pops down, got a few screws, and then we'll have to unplug the lights, mode switches, hazard lights, and then that section should pop off too. You there, mate?
Yeah.
Oh, come give us a hand. Just shut that door. Boy, can you see what I can see on the floor in there? Oh, look.
Oh, money.
Yeah, boy. More money. This car's paying out. It's like the pokies. Which one?
10 cents and $2.
So $2.10. Alright, you ready to get stuck into this suspension? So the seats are out. The interior needs, well, the carpet needs a bit of a clean. I need to fix the plastics on the side of the driver's seat. I've broken, or I think it's the common sort of Commodore thing, it's snapped off. Now I do slightly remember seeing on eBay, you can buy just the plastics for the VE seats, but I'm not sure on the VX. So we might have a gander at that. So that's one thing we need to sort out. Well, I'm gonna run them up to Dan at Vision Trim. So he's got a YouTube channel as well. Jump on over and have a look, throw him a subscribe. He said he's gonna hook me up if we can get him up to 200 subscribers. So, yeah boy. Right, big fella, you gonna give us a hand with the suspension or what? Come on, bud. What side you gonna do?
The driver's side.
Driver's side, all right. Well, let's get into it. So let's give that a tap. So usually they're nice and stiff now, aren't they? Alright, see if you can get that to go on. Yep, good work. Is it started?
I'm trying to get up to the shop.
Yep. Ah, my finger! Right. So now, you got to slot it in between there. Just bring it up to the height of it. That's it. Alright, hold it there. Get your tongue in the right position. Wiggle it up a bit.
Yeah, move to that one.
There you go. Now, which way do these bolts actually go through?
Yeah, they're meant to come through this way.
Okay, so you wriggle that, put that one in, and then swap them over. There's your nuts.
I've got it all together, Dad. What do I do now?
It's just loosely together now, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll take that brake caliper off here and just loosely bolt it back up to the hub. So you can take the caliper off, unbolt the caliper, and then we'll push the pistons back. We'll drain the brake fluid out of that caliper. We'll put some fresh stuff in. So cut the cable tie, bolt it back up to here, but just for now.
Yeah.
New everything for it. So new rotors, new ceramic pads I think I got. So it should last Grandpa a lifetime for these things. You can not take them out, so that will come out.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Just one bolt will be right now, get that started. And I'll get you, I think it's 13mm to hold that. We'll get something to bleed those brakes back. I'll take the fluid out that master cylinder as well, eh? This makes easy work, doesn't it? Alright, you cracking it off? Yeah, I'll crack that bleed nipple. Screw that in. That'll push the, see how it's pushing the brake fluid out? Going back up into that reservoir. Keep screwing that in, and it pushes the pistons in inside that caliper. Just keep an eye on it, because both those pistons, make sure they're going in square. So you need to rotate this up so you can see what you're doing.
Okay.
That's alright. Alright, you've got that sorted. I'll get the brake fluid happening. We've got the brake fluid all topped up now. Just a bit of .4. We've got all the brakes back together. Big fella's just tightening them up now. So we've got the Pedders, slotted rotors and ceramic pads. So that'll be good. And we've got the passenger side back to just the standard rotor and the worn out pads, because I'd like to do a video on that one after of how to replace your brakes. Next job, I'll run up to Dan's and drop those seats off. So we'll catch up with him tomorrow and get that sorted. Well, here we are at Dan from Vision Trim's little workshop. G'day Dan, how you going, mate?
Very well, mate, and you?
Good man, good. Right, what are we going to do with these seats?
Well, you very graciously bought me some donor seats, which is really, really good. So
Yeah, my $50 specials.
yeah, no, and that's perfect, because we're going to use this cover on here. We're going to use the foam on this side of here to replace the foam on that side of there. We're going to do the same with the passenger seat. We'll get this side of the foam to put in there. We're going to use this back to replace these 3 panels.
Yep, so what we're going to do is cut that section out, eh?
Use this piece, and this piece to do that piece up in this piece.
Yep.
And that's about the best we can do with what we've got available.
Yep.
We've got this seat cover is going to replace that whole back holeless
Yep.
bolus. So by the time we do all that, everything should look nice and neat and tidy again.
Alright, sweet. So if anyone wants to see how Dan does this, jump on over to Vision Trim, is that correct?
Yeah, Vision Trim Shop.
Yep, sweet. Righto guys. Yeah, do that, and I'll head back to the shed and see how the big fella's going. Ah, look at this bloke. How you going, man?
Not too bad.
Yep, and what have you got sorted out on the other side? Looks like you got the brake bleeding on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a look. So, He's got the gravity brake bleeding bottle on there at the moment. So we've got a bit of fluid coming up. Did you bleed that side?
You wanted to do a video on this side?
Oh yeah, I was going to do a video, wasn't I?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. We're going to wrap the video up there. Hopefully we can get stuck into it again in the next couple of weeks, where you'll see us throwing the seats back in, some door trims on. What else is there? Speakers.
Speakers and the dash.
Oh, the dash as well. I've got to catch up with my mate about the dash, and hopefully we can get that sorted. Then the aircon, and the list goes on. Anyway, take it easy, and we'll see you when we're looking at you.